Nestled just off Danforth, there's a hub you might not have heard of. But for students like Sam Duplessis, who has been at Kapapamahchakwew Wandering Spirit School for 2 years, this space has been transformative.
It is unlike anything I've seen before. I'm used to very much like being in classrooms, sitting at desk where you're kind of just like sitting down, heads down, doing work, listening to whatever the teacher says. Whereas now it feels much more hands-on and collaborative.
Sam identifies as Red River Métis, but he says he didn't know much about his culture growing up.
It was very hidden from us. It was something that was often discouraged. Ever since I came to the school, I feel like I've learned so much.
Now he leans into untapped artistic talents like painting and screen printing. Sam even came up with a design for this year's TDSB Orange Shirt Day. He recalls being downtown.
Seeing people walking around, people, complete strangers, never seen before, wearing my design, and seeing that all over, it was just unbelievable.
It's been a similar experience for Rosie Yardy, who is from the Oneida Nation of the Thames near London. At her old school,
it's been really difficult to be having to learn these ways that don't include me or don't want me to be have a voice in what I'm learning. And so having the opportunity to learn these things is really important to me.
She gave us one of the examples of hands-on Indigenous teachings that she values.
I was in class one day and the teacher was like, some students, including me, come to pluck a goose. And I was like, that's pretty cool. That's a great metaphor. And so I walked outside with my teachers and some other students, and there was a goose on the ground. And I was like, wow, I'm actually going to pluck a goose. And so that was surprising because I realized that I'm actually helping with my meal and helping prepare a meal for what my ancestors would have done for their family. It just really helped me realize that this is a safe space where I can practice my culture.
Tasha Smith grew up in Toronto public schools. Now she teaches at one.
I wish I knew the school was around when I was a student in the TDSB. I love being able to help provide opportunities for students to learn their culture and also learn in a place that respects who they are.
Indigenous culture is woven into the curriculum from kindergarten to grade 12.
Instead of French, we teach Anishinaabemowin. We have amazing extracurricular activities that are based in culture, such as powwow dancing, hand drumming, big drumming, and lots of Indigenous art.
Kapapamahchakwew Wandering Spirit School was founded by elders Pauline Shirt and Vern Harper in the late 70s.
Who started the school in their living room to create a safer place for their children to be able to go to. It's a place where students and staff can continue with the language of the land, Indigenous language, Indigenous land-based education, following the 13 Moon curriculum, looking and centering Indigenous knowledges.
Meanwhile, Sam and Rosie say they're grateful for their school.
I'm now having many opportunities to be in magazines, as well as having official designs put out there, and it's given me a lot of exposure and experience with stuff that I wouldn't normally have been put in at other schools.
I love working with children, and I have a lot of younger siblings, so I think especially passing this knowledge through oral tradition and through storytelling and creation and like beadwork and making regalia and stuff, that's something that I can always be able to do.
In Toronto, Nick Westoll, City News.